The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Oh, no joy this time. Now he's off and running. And it's Drogba. Short changes him with that pass. Havertz is onto this. He's got away. And the finish! Bellingham!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
That's the keeper's ball. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
It's a good foot in there.
This is the time you need that pace.
That has been slung wide. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And here's Rijkaard. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Quarter of an hour played. Passing is crisp and sharp. Zanetti picks it up out wide. Rijkaard. And he was alert to it. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Mbappe. And it's Rijkaard. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. And the shot!
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Rashford. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Yaya Toure, delivered with swing. Pickford claims it, safe hands. Yaya Toure is the team's great visionary. Oh, well played, well played. Liverpool still without a single shot on target. Bellingham. Now that's well seen too. Played out towards the right wing. He's in a great position here. Good ball, good take. Chance for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that was vital. Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. Havertz. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Mbappe. He's played it long. No, that's been intercepted. Arsenal finding their passes, and it's made its way to him. Liverpool have it back and can go again.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Pass is just off target.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And across it goes. Bellingham. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Mbappe. That's going right the way across. Time and again they are repelled. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Yaya Toure. Out to the right. Rashford is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Played out to the left flank. Mbappe! Bellingham. Oh, good spread.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now that looks a decent ball. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Plays a sharp little ball here. Drogba! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Caceres. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Bellingham. Bellingham puts his foot on the gas. Yaya Toure.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Robertson. He's picked his way through. Played in by Robertson. They've won a corner. Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Climbs up big! And that's caused a worry or two. Bellingham. Ball played for Rashford. Pass somewhat off target.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Knocks it into space. Looking to play him in. Rashford. He's found the way through. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Bellingham. Dembele quietly revving up. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Zanetti. He rises! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Cannavaro makes the interception.
Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely spread. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And this is Drogba. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Havertz. It'll be a throw-in. Robertson promptly onto that, and that is that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Distributed tidily. Aimed beyond the defence. Hoist, he's got full! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
In the bins provided. Thank
so
you
there
for
it
your
is.
cooperation.
What struck you most about that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. You're able to enjoy with us here some great scenes at this arena by the river. There is no venue quite like this one. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, when I look at the team sheet, Peter, I pick out the leaders, and the leader on this team sheet for me is El Leon.
Oh yeah, the Lion, Rafa Marquez, a genuinely fearsome defender.
And a very nimble-footed player too. I mean, he can pass the ball properly.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. There's the shot! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Liverpool are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. He's on Van Nistelrooy! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Van Nistelrooy clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Shifted upfield. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's had it nicked away. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but... And the shot! Oh, he's really drilled it. Liverpool with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he cuts out the supply. Yaya Toure, aimed in towards the centre.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Neymar. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He is through here. Goes down, but nothing given. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he decides to cross it.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Mbappe. And this is Drogba. He's on it. Can he get away? He's picked his way through. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run. Oh, what has happened here?
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Marquez calmly anticipates, and it's Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. He's found a way through. Van Nistelrooy! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Shot a goal! Oh, it's hit the post! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Liverpool are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Shot could be... and the finish! Oh, taken with style! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter.
He's gone direct. That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Lucas Vazquez. Lucas Vazquez making good progress on the right-hand side. Forlan. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Bellingham is herring after that one. Dembele.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Alexander-Arnold. Looking to play him in. Alexander-Arnold gets into a good position. There's the whistle for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 22.
And the action is back on the way.
Neymar.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
No, that's been intercepted.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Forlan. Now it's Rice. Spread it left. Liverpool can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And this is Van Nistelrooy. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Rijkaard. Yaya Toure. Now it's Forlan.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Still they trail, and time is ticking away.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, smashing header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's in a great position here. It's Drogba! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Big chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Alexander-Arnold looking to run onto it. And he was quick to react. And it's Yaya Toure. It's a threatening ball. Chance for a shot! He scores! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Simplicity itself.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you've so...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Now it's Forlan. Now it's Rice. Can he finish? He's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Watford have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Half an hour gone in the second half. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe. Plenty to aim at here. He slings it in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Rice, and the through ball. That's been cut out, well played. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now that's well seen too. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, can he get onto this?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Van Nistelrooy! Now, who's going to be first to this? Early ball out from the back. Forlan. Now that looks a decent ball.
Minuto de acréscimo.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Looking for options for movement. And that will be it. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans have
welcome
pulled
to
out all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed, and we've seen some great flashes, but he still has a long way to go to fulfill all of that potential.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Aimed beyond the defence.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Aberdeen with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Opts to play it back. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Rashford. It's Rashford! Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Tries a shot! And it's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 20.
So, a breakthrough already.
Didier Drogba.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Yamal. Rodri. Passes short and sharp. Oh, this is a great... And the shot! Dembele. And the counter is on. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Dembele is onto it in a flash. That is ended up in no man's land. Dembele is the team's great visionary. Great run on the overlap here. Stood up well to him there. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. The ball has bounced loose now. Now it's Rashford.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Neymar really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Great vision. And that is expertly dealt with.
Aberdeen clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Dixon has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Deep cross. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rodri. Costa Curta. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's Dembele. He's got away. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Yamal. Bruno Fernandes. And Yamal.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Bruno Fernandes. Played through into space. He's in space and looking for options. Moved on forwards. Dixon. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's found support out wide. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. And here's Rashford. Yamal! Decent enough try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Rodri. Azar. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
There will be 1 minute
Well, a
at a
glitch
time.
with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Drogba. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Liverpool leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more. Liverpool carrying a one-goal lead. It's Neymar! They've got to be quick to recover this. That is good alertness. Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. He is through here. Big chance! Yaya Toure. And it's made its way to him. Bruno Fernandes. That's Rijkaard. And here's Yamal. And here's Azar. Neymar. Cross. Terrific header. It's there. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's going for goal! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Rashford. Swings in across. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Drogba. Aberdeen are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Azar. Chooses to go cross-field, and it's Neymar.
There they go, hunting again.
Works it forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Good ball, good take. Oh, sweet feet. Threads one in. Oh, good-looking ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's well spotted. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Mbappe. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Robertson could try cutting inside here. It's a mighty effort! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Dembele has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
And here's Drogba. Bellingham. And this is Dembele. Takes aim and crosses.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Out towards the flank. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Liverpool have themselves a chance from the spot. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It was definitely a brave call by the referee to give that penalty, and I think the way this game has gone, it could easily turn out to be the decisive moment.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Aberdeen really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, there's a probing ball. Messi. Pedri.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Dropper! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Liverpool, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot.
Big header! Oh, some tackle that. Firmino. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Fits! And it's a goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Liverpool are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Looking to play him in. Firmino kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. It's a good ball out wide. McAllister. Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. And here's Wirtz. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Mohamed Salah. Now that he gets big. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. He has found the way through. Drogba goes on a charge down the left. Played in deep. He's got tall. He won't be happy with that one. Tries to play it through. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let...
Drogba! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Great defending, strong and determined. Robertson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's got away. Chance to deliver. It's a mighty effort! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Kirkes. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's managed to get free. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's found a way through. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Gets his head on it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Dembele certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. McAllister. Firmino plays it through. Kerkez providing an outlet on that flank. Dembele is onto it in a flash. Bellingham pinches it off him. It's a promising position.
Such good technique.
Decent chance! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
McAllister. Alexander-Arnold. Wirtz looking to add to his goal. Now it's Gakpo. That's a cute ball. Shot could be on. Header! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Drogba. Now it's Yaya Toure. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Konate. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Wirtz. He's through here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross in, looks like a good one. It's a pretty loose pass.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Kerkez. Now this could be a chance. Drogba is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Quick announcement now. We would like
Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So, we're into the second 45. Van Dijk. Konate. Fabinho. Alexander-Arnold. Firmino. Oh, played right into his path. He's beaten, and the shot! Sticks it away! Into the lead once more. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Liverpool get themselves into the lead. Can he get on the end of this? That's very neat. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Konate. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Aimed beyond the defence. Mohamed Salah going face-to-face with his great rival. Liverpool finding their passes. Out to the right.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It's going to be another throw. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Drogba. Looking for options for movement. Great vision. There's the delivery.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
The attendance for this match was 29,830.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Now it's Drogba. Bellingham. Dembele is onto this. Plays it across. Punched away. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Van der Sar can get it clear. Turns back here, probably the best option. Konate, Van Dijk, McAllister, and that has been slung wide. Now it's Roberto Firmino and Alexander-Arnold. Well timed, excellent interception. And this is Drogba. And it's Wirtz. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Dembele. No way through. Alexander-Arnold. Big chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
It's played through for him. Bellingham has it in a wide position. Pings it across.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. That pass has been well intercepted. Liverpool are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
It's a really well-measured ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And this is Firmino. Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. Fabinho. And it's Firmino. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Fabinho. Konate.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now that looks a decent ball. Van Dijk. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose.
With the owner of
How would you
blue
summarise what
car
we've seen
parked
today then,
outside the
Jim?
stadium
Look,
gate,
they've been found
kindly
wanting,
remove
in my
it, as it is
opinion, in
about to be
a
towed
few
away.
areas that would have made a difference to the result. So they need to go away and just have a good think about it, and I'm sure they can come back stronger.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Now, Stefano Fiori, Jim, he was a key player for the Azzurri, was he not?
Yeah, he's always been a very accomplished playmaker, Peter, and a good mixture of creativity and pragmatism when it's needed.
Explain more.
Well, it's not always that a player so technically gifted boasts such an excellent work rate.
No, absolutely not. Referee's given a throw. And here's Mbappe. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now that's well seen too. Bellingham. Rashford. Robson, distributed tidily. Out towards the flank. That's a corner kick. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, smashing header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to...
He's got full! Loose ball now, in for the pieces! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Liverpool really could have done without this. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! And he's missed altogether.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Tierney providing an outlet on that flank. Yaya Toure is always scanning the pitch for targets. And this is Drogba. Great defending, strong and determined. Now he's got space here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Liverpool are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Puskás might just make this. Played back in. He can run onto that. Terrific header! And for a moment, time stood still. Robson. That's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Puskás! He's Puskás! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Searching pass he's played there. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Mbappe. Robson. Fiore. And he's had a hit! It's hit the upright! Oh, nearly, but not quite. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, can they get him away? It's a pretty loose pass. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Puskás tries to play it through. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Fiore. And it's made its way to him. Cross in, looks like a good one. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Drogba. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Dembele. Oh, sweet feet. Dembele's delivery. A header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, no joy this time.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. Deflected behind for a corner kick. This possibly the last play of the half. Rijkaard! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen.
So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Substitution.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. And he lines up a cross. That is a brilliant interception. That's a sharp pass, and he was quick to react. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Robertson. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Pedri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's been shifted off it. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Rashford. And that has not gone well. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Delivers the ball.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Yaya Touré. Now it's Rashford.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he welcomes it in. And Cruyff! Mbappe. He's had a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Played out wide. And here's Mbappe. He has found the way through. And it's Bellingham. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Ambitious ball here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. He's a sharp little ball here. Cruyff, and he cuts out the supply. And still, we await the first breakthrough. It's gone for a throw-in. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Oh, played right into his path. Up he goes! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. It's a searching pass. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Robertson. Best. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Probing pass.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
No, that was never going to make it. That has been cut short. Drogba is herring after that one. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. That's a shade optimistic. Cruyff. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. Robertson. Looking to play him in. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. And he's intervened well there. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, this looks sharp. Bellingham.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
He is through here. Mbappe driving forwards. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Oh, what a skill set he has. He's just ghosted past a couple of defenders.
Drogba! Decent enough try. Well timed, excellent interception.
Has been indicated.
Robertson is always looking to play quality balls.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing.
Big header! Good stop. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Climbs up big! And the whistle goes, so nearly a telling finale, but it ends 0-0. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
To make sure to put any litter
How
in
would
the
you
bins
sum up what we've
provided.
witnessed, Jim?
Thank you for
Listen,
your
the more this
cooperation.
game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle and here we go.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raúl.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
Tries a measured ball. Caceres promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Drogba. Can he get on the end of this? It's Dembele! Cross from Robertson. Oh, what a climb! Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Inzaghi. Knocks it into space. Baresi. And it's Bellingham. Great vision. Lahm. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Forlan. Looking for options for movement. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Drogba chasing after it. That has been cut short. No, that was never going to make it. No goals as yet. Forlan. Paris Saint-Germain look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's on counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Liverpool have it back and can go again. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Inzaghi could try cutting inside here. Yaya Toure. And this is Roberto Baggio. Rijkaard. Yaya Toure is always scanning the pitch for targets. That has been slung wide. He's a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. Koulibaly tries to clear. Well, that looks a decent ball. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. Big header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, that's clever. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. And the counter is on. Now it's Yaya Toure. Rijkaard. Costa Curta.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Filippo Inzaghi. He is through here! And he was quick to react. He's found the way through! He's gone for goal! Aimed beyond the defence. Breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Inzaghi, Roberto Baggio. That has not gone well. Yaya Toure. He can run onto that. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Mbappe clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
And there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. And he cuts out the supply. Drogba is herring after that one. Alexander-Arnold. Dembele. Tries to play it through. Flashes it. A terrific header.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Roberto Baggio.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Cannavaro pokes it out wide. Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rijkaard. Nicked it back promptly. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Well read, nice interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. Beckham. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Inzaghi. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. Beckham picks it up from the goal kick. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. It's played through for him. Oh, important interception. Raul is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Oh, well measured. And this is Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Alexander-Arnold. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Forlan. And still we await the first breakthrough. Now it's Roberto Baggio.
This is the time you need that pace.
Toure takes control of it and he's on the move. Now it's Drogba. That pass surprised everyone and not in a good way. Played into space. Neatly clipped into space. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. He's got space here. It's a pretty loose pass. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Punched away. And he's only two hands. Goes for a shot! Liverpool have their third corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, can he get onto this?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's had a shot! And he's intervened well there. And here's Drogba. Baresi does really well to win the ball there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that could set him on his way.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Dembele serves up a cross.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Tries to pass it through. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Khan deals with that nice and simple. Oh, that's well spotted. Beckham. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So, just time for me to say... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Savinho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
And he welcomes it in. Backward it goes. Great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Saka clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's a pretty loose pass. Position. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's being shifted off it. Looking to play him in. Raya is there and he can get that clear. Can he get it through? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Knocks it out wide. Opts to play it back. Liverpool yet to have an attempt on goal. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he's managed to get free. Yaya and a chance! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Yaya Toure really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
Liverpool have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. He has found the way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Mbappe. And across it goes. Saliba cuts out the pass.
Arsenal clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Ah, he's given it away. He's found a way through. Oh, it's played into... He's got tall. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Cannavaro. And back to the keeper they go. Van der Sar sends that a long way. He's on it, face to face, and the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Swing, big header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And the pass is intercepted. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Knocks it into space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And here's Mbappe. Yaya Toure. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Liverpool with the corner. They're first. Yaya Toure! He's had a shot! Liverpool have their second corner now. Rijkaard! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Liverpool have themselves a chance from the spot. To increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
It reached its target, but it was almost stopped from maybe good goalkeeping homework.
And the half-time whistle goes.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Thank you very much for
Liverpool
your
in
cooperation.
control at half-time, 2-0.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 13, Hazard. Coming on to replace him is number 20, Rafinha.
And we're off again. Played towards the other side.
Good switch, that.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And here's Rafael Leao. Alexander-Arnold. Not the most accurate pass. And he's worked it through.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Robertson. He's picked his way through. Played in by Robertson.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Messi. Rafinha. Messi. Rafael Leao is onto this. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Serginho could try cutting inside here.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
He's tried one! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Look at the space here! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Has a look and place it forward. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Serginho. Now, can they get him away? Lovely ball and a real... Rafael Leao! And for a moment, time stood still. Now that looks a decent ball, and that's a good ball. Shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
A case now of complete control. Camavinga. Looking for options for movement. Cross needs to be good. Bellingham. Drogba. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Liverpool can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That is a great pick out. Shot, surely! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Number 30, Messi. Coming on the field, number 14,
Chance!
number 22.
He's kicked it out, just.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
It's their second corner of the game. Mbappe. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 9. Coming on the field is number 99.
It's a searching pass. That has not gone well. Threads one in, and that could set him on his way. Shot a goal! Oh no, he's got that wrong. Doku.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that's fabulous. Doku going face to face with his great rival. Over to the left. Now it's Mbappe. That's a throw. That pass isn't the best. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Up he goes! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Rafael Leao.
Arsenal really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Out of and the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now this could be a chance. He is through here.
There will be 3 minutes.
It's a sharp little ball here. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, played right into his path. And that is that. Liverpool really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Just a quick request today for
So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud? Terrific header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And we have our very first corner. And the finish! Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. De Jong. Best. Now that looks a decent ball. Lovely pass, but can he... And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! First blood drawn. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Manchester United penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Looking to play him in. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Corner number 2 then. Schmeichel claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. Tries to pass it through. Bullet! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Dembele.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Can he get on the end of this? And Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold charging forward down that flank. Ferdinand getting this one clear. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's managed to get rid.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Rashford. Hullet. Out to the left it goes. Could move up a gear here. All the way back. Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Has crossed into the middle. Oh, smashing header! There's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Number 20.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
Climbs up big! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
And Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that.
It's Dropper! And he's found the net! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's managed to get free. Delivers the ball. Liverpool have it back and can go again. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's made its way to him. Best! Oh, what a save from Van der Sar!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. And it's Ferdinand. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's intervened well there. Ferdinand played out to the left flank. He's picked his way through. Nicely weighted ball. Chance! And that is doing no harm at all. Now it's Drogba. Yaya Toure. Yeah, can they get real chance? It's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
With that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Mbappe. That has not gone well. And there is the half-time whistle.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Liverpool head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. There's the start of the second half. Rijkaard. Ferdinand. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Drogba looks to get on the end of this. De Jong. Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's shifting through the gears here. Bellingham has it out wide and in space. Robson. Bullet. Well, nicely intercepted. Looking for options for movement. And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. Played in by Robertson.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Rashford, he's got away, takes a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Great defending, strong and determined. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. De Jong. Roberto Carlos. Great vision. Best.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And no, that was never going to make it. Robertson. He's a sharp little ball here. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Van Dijk makes the interception. Last, but can he get there? Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That is good alertness. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Mbappe gets into a good position. Can he finish? Bullet. Now it's Mbappe. De Jong. Neatly clipped into space. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Robson. Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pass somewhat off target. Robson tries to play it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Liverpool are looking to break at pace. Dembele in acres of space out wide. He has found a way through. And he's straight offside. Now it's Hullet. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe. Yaya Toure is the team's great visionary. And here's Dembele. Can he get it through? And the shot! And that has been clubbed away. Threads one in. Van Dijk. That's Rijkaard. And it's Robertson. Can he get it through? Mbappe, he's found a way through. Rijkaard clears it away. Brilliantly cut out. Robson. Best. And he welcomes it in. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Gets into some space. Nicely aimed pass. And that's gone route one. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Drogba gleefully reminding us of what a superb day he's had at the office.
Please be reminded that drinking is...
How will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Well, now, here's a team sheet that speaks of excitement and unpredictability, Jim.
It certainly does, Peter, especially since it includes a certain...
Tries a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Drogba is offering a wry smile there.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. He rises! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Zanetti. For De Bruyne. O'Shea. And this is Berbatov. Bellingham. Yaya Toure. Robertson. Doué. And it's Berbatov. Great vision. And it's been played through. Mbappe is herring after that one. That's beautifully weighted. Nice interception, well timed. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Berbatov. He's through, now is he in? Shapes to shoot! Goal! Arsenal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipate. Bellingham! It's a loose ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Really well taken goal. And they're at it again in double quick time. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. It's a good foot in there. And it's Doué. Arsenal looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Oh, that's a key interception. O'Shea. Steaming on. Real chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And here's Mbappe, couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Berbatov. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Nicked it back promptly. Drogba. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Looking to play him in. Doué. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong, and that has left him in a heap. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, it's Dembele. That pass isn't the best. This might spell danger.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't...
Oh, what has happened here? Cannavaro charging forward, the ball at his feet. Doué is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now it's De Bruyne. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Added time.
Berbatov. Foot in. That has been slung wide. There's the whistle for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Thank you for your cooperation.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
De Bruyne. He's looking wide. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Takes a shot! Well, now it's another chance. Their attempt, just the wrong outcome. Alexander-Arnold. Shifted upfield. Bellingham. For Yaya Toure. And that has put paid to that. Tries to pass it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. And he was quick to react. Now that looks a decent ball. Nicely weighted ball. And that's an excellent interception. Doué.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Just cruising. They are cruising. And they are cruising away. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now. And this is Dembele. It's Dembele! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Threads one in, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rijkaard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 7.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
O'Shea, number 5. Fiore.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Number 20. Van Nistelrooy.
This is Van Nistelrooy.
Number 9.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, he's hit the bar! And it's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
After 68 minutes is number 20.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Yaya Toure, and he's been shifted off it. And it's Rice. And this is Berbatov. Berbatov. Bellingham. And it's Dembele. Oh, that's well spotted. Yaya Toure. Oh, good-looking ball. And he welcomes it in. He is through here! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, he's onto this. And this is Berbatov. Can he finish? And he hits the net! Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goal.
He's got full! And he's there to get it away. That has been cut short. De Bruyne. Doué. Now it's Berbatov. Cannavaro. That's good running with the ball. And this is Van Nistelrooy. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little...
He gets big! He's kept it out, just.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And here's Drogba. Now there's a Drogba! And that is great goalkeeping.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Dembele. Not the most accurate pass. Rice. And it's Dembele. Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Berbatov. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Here's Fel, and he shoots! Corner number 2 then. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Zanet, and time is up. Liverpool cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling at times.